गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे। We will read from 54th verse, page 145. उपादाने विनष्टेपि क्षणं कार्यं प्रतीक्षते इत्याहुस्तार्किकास्तद्वत् अस्माकं किन्न संभवेत्। तन्तूनां दिनसंख्यानां तैस्तादृक्षणईरितः भ्रमस्यासंख्यकल्पस्य संख्यकल्पस्य योग्यः क्षण इहेष्यताम्। विनाक्षोदक्षमं मानम् तैर्वृथा परिकल्प्यते। श्रुतियुक्तमदक्षम् नित्यानुभूतिभ्यः वदतां किन्नु दुष्करम् वदतां किन्नु दुष्करम्. So we were seeing, we can come here, can't see. So we were seeing the Kutastha Jeev Vivek. The topic was Kutastha Jeev Vivek. And the trail of thoughts we have been following, that there is the changing, modifying I, which we think I am. Not only we think, we are 100% sure that this changing identity, who is happy, sad, born, dying, who is relative to something, it does not have its own definition. If I say, who are you? So we will say, I am the son of someone. Or I work in that area. I am doctor, engineer. He cannot define himself without anything else. No, don't use the word and don't use action and define yourself. He said, no, I cannot define that. He will either use the work, he will use gun, or he will use sambandh to define himself. This entity is called here as Jiva. Everybody knows that I is changing. Everybody knows that I has lot of fluctuations. Everybody knows in dream it disappears. But we don't know that this I cannot be real, because anything to be real, it should be same as it is throughout, and should not be dependent on something else for its definition. So this changing, unreal, fictitious I is dependent on the real I, which was called as Adhar Chaitanya, which you commonly call as Drishta. Nobody can say, but please see here, take attention there, that I am not unchanging. We will say that, little thinking will involve, we will say, in me there is unchanging I and changing I. Roughly I can say, but you cannot say that in me everything is changing and there is no changing. No changeless I is there. There is an unchanging I also. And that unchanging I is not the one which we are very much aware of. We have not given sufficient, importance and attention to that. It's something neglected. And that is a crucial thing. This was mentioned as Kutastha, and the other one was mentioned as Jeev or Chidabhas or reflected consciousness. What is the problem? Problem is both got mixed. Problem is not with reflected consciousness. Problem is with the reality felt of reflected consciousness. And how it happened? Because of Mula Vidya, which had Avriti and Vikshep. So that Avriti which was there, I hope you are following. I say, neither I know, neither I it is there. And Vikshep had projected the subtle body, gross body, and the RCP, etc. Just be aware. And the example was given of the silver and shell. In detail, we had seen that. So, first Avriti was tackled. How the shell aspect is covered and how this aspect is associated with the silver aspect. And how Samanya Ansh, general portion, this is same, and how on the veiled aspect there is a projected aspect. So I am, amness is the same, but I, this new I is projected on that. Swayam, which I am, self, which I was there. And this got mixed in the sense I had mentioned that Jeev or Chidabhas or reflected consciousness has borrowed the reality of the Kutastha. And Kutastha has borrowed the shape and the identity of the Chidabhas. And this way Chidabhas and Kutastha got mixed together. Mixing, understand? It is not a physical mixing. It's a intellectual mixing. Like I perceive somebody as someone else. That is called mixing is there. I was here some day standing. Now Max is no more Max. He has passed away. Art printer Max. So he is no more. But he used to come sometimes here. He had come few times. So somebody was going here outside the kitchen. I said, "Arey Max, how are you?" And he was not Max. So he saw towards me. I said, "Sorry." He was not Max. But he was appearing maybe. It was an intellectual mixing. It's not a physical mixing that I did. Both are far apart. They have never mixed at all. That Max and that person really got mixed together. That, that was not the case there. So Kutastha has never mixed with reflected consciousness. Screen has never mixed with the film. But I had mixed it because of my ignorance. And therefore, the solution will be from knowledge only. Aviroditaya karma na vidyam vinivartate vidya vidyam nihanteva tejastimara sanghavat. Action also cannot do anything to remove that mixing. Action can't remove that mixing. Nothing can change it. I hope you will have a lot of importance of knowledge after that. So where problem is not there, don't try to seek the solution. There is no problem in the world. Problem is in the not RC. Problem is not in Kutastha. Problem is the reality of the RC or the Jeev or the Chitavas. Imagine reality, not real reality. देखो क्या तमाशा हो गया. I am not able to separate this wrong eye with the right eye. I am not able to separate. I think this is the truth of my life. Very proudly people say. This is the truth of my life. This is the fact of the matter. They don't see what is a matter of fact. This is a fact of the matter. Therefore, lot of importance is of knowledge. Nahi jnanina sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate. Anything which is problematic because of ignorance, it will always be solved by knowledge. So don't get afraid of knowledge. Some devotees get afraid of knowledge. They fear that my devotion will go away. What is the truth? Let us see. And there are four things, P1, P2, P3, P4 we saw yesterday. One was Mula Vidya, second was Avritti, third was Vikshep, and fourth was Tadatmya. And we saw that by the knowledge, P1, P2, P4 goes away, P3 remains. Mula Vidya goes away, Avritti goes away, and Tadatmya goes away. Like in the dream, supposing. The Mula Vidya in the dream is that I am not aware of the dream seer. This is P1. Then what happens? That P2 is that I am not aware of that. So there is a veiled portion and there is a real portion. Avritti. So I am was fine, but I did not know what I am. Therefore on that I had a Vikshep called my dreamer has come. And the dreamer that has come, that has borrowed the reality from the dream seer and forgotten the dream seer. So dream seer as if has lent the reality to the dreamer, and dreamer has lent the identity to the dream seer, and there is a mixture of the dream seer and the dreamer. This is called Tadatmya. Identification. So when the knowledge will come in the dream, so knowledge in the dream will not be to remove the dream seer, but it will tell that this dreamer is not the dream seer. Both are different. You can still dream, but don't see the dream as real. Still you can have RC, but RC is not the reality. So three things, this is called Jivan Mukti. So three things are not at all there, but the projection aspect is still there. I hope you are understanding. Not understanding? If you are not understanding, please refer to the classes again. Bolo, no, I am understanding too much. It is not that I am not understanding. I have understood everything. I can I myself can write one book now. I can write a commentary on Panchadashi also. Only thing I don't know Sanskrit. To write a commentary, I have to see other commentaries. Sanskrit, I don't know. I don't think so. This birth Sanskrit I can know. I have to take one birth to understand Sanskrit. And in that birth, I'll have no work, only Sanskrit I'll study. One birth to sit straight and one birth to write Sanskrit. Two births are required just for two purposes. Because I can't sit straight. Now when this was mentioned, if you remember yesterday's example, then Vidyananda Swami brought out the Nyayik portion. Nyayik say, if the cause is destroyed, it takes little time for the effect to get destroyed. Little time. Like organ failure is there. So organ failure is not equal to immediate death. Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, he will die in few minutes. Immediately he will not die because of organ failure. At 8 o'clock organ failed, so he is dead at 8 o'clock. He will die at 8:10, 8:05, 8:30. They are saying. And then they said, why did you say that when avidya is destroyed, then Vikshep called the RC, CB, SB, GB still will be there? So Vidyananda Swami said, like you say that there is a time gap. He said, I say there's a little gap of few seconds or minutes. Here this guy is living till for 80 years after knowledge. He said, see, if you are talking about the tantu means the thread. Thread is destroyed, cloth is destroyed because the age of thread may be 10 years, 5 years, 2 years. Here the age of avidya is yugas and yugas together. Brahmasya asankhya kalpasya. Asankhya kalp means one day of Brahmaji. Many days of Brahmaji you are ignorant till. And if that is destroyed now, to stop this will be taking little time. It will take 40 years, 30 years, 70 years. So this is appropriate. What I am saying is appropriate. Ihe ishyatam. I hope you have. This is where we were yesterday. Around 20 to 25 minutes goes in revising it. Because there may be confusion, not to you, but to me. So Karanash Anantaram Karyanasham, this Vidyananda Swami says, this what you are saying is not logical. Now I was explaining as per your logic, but what your postulation is that itself is wrong. Well, how anything I say is wrong? Yes, not any, most of it. So what is there? And therefore the example I gave of the fan yesterday, if you remember, that you put off the fan, then slowly the blades still go on. So knowledge is there, but prarabdha goes in little time. Prarabdha takes some time to exhaust. He will still live for a few years, and then prarabdha is over, then he will leave the body. But anyway, that point is different. So knowledge does not mean that vikshep means CB, GB, etc. will immediately go away. But three things are gone with the knowledge. There is some time taken before the prarabdha exhausts totally. Till the prarabdha is there, that person will still live. That person will still eat. Maybe he will do any work, he may not do any work. He may work like Gurudev, he may be not working like Raman Maharshi, he may be singing song of Lord like Tulsidas ji, he may do kirtan like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or he may become Avadhut like Nityananda Swami sitting at one place and not doing anything, or he may be like Jad Bharat lying down all the time. Lying down only. Hindi mein they will call pade hain. लेटे नहीं है, पड़े हैं. There is no purpose for them. Well, he will not do puja. He may do, he may not do. He has nobody has any restriction because there is no doer, therefore there is no kartavya, there is no duty for him. He may lie down at some place. For hours together he is lying down. You are thinking he is lying down, but his mind is in the kutastha only. That Bharat. Or he may sit and meditate for hours together. Or he may start working in a field, plowing the field. Or he may start teaching, becoming acharya. He is passing time actually. But because his habit is there of the past as a seeker, so he'll continue. He may do japa also. But therefore never you can emulate the jnani, never try to see, because his lifestyle is very different. People say, Gurudev did not do this. You cannot emulate and compare. You cannot emulate. Don't imitate. Everybody is different. This point, now let us see 56 words. Vina kshoda kshamammanam tairvritha parikalpyate. Now Vidyaranya Swami is after Nayayik. So he is saying, kshoda shamam, withstand the test of inquiry. Your praman is useless and false because it cannot stand the test of inquiry. Only what praman? What you said that that cause is gone and effect will be gone. Only what wrong I said in that? Only nothing right is there in there. Shruti yukti anudbhutibhya asmakam. We talk from scriptures. You talk out of your head. Well, what I did wrong? I'm telling you, don't worry. I'm telling, just hold on. We talk from this Shruti. This is 56 slok is going on. I'm taking 56 words. Don't forget what is going on. So what is there? You said Karan Nash Anantanam Karinasham Bhavati. For you, effect and cause are two different things, and therefore you are calling that when the cause is destroyed, effect also should be destroyed. For me, effect is nothing but the cause. Now that argument is over, what he was going earlier. That some time gap should be there. He is not talking of that argument. Acha? Haan. But why you are saying that? How do you say? Because supposing the pot is, you cannot say pot and the mud are different. You cannot say that the gold and ornament are different. Gold is destroyed, it will take some time for the ornament to destroy. For us, effect is nothing but the cause itself. Achha? Yes. So I am not using your logic to tell the prarabdha. Your logic I am not using to tell that it will be there after some time, after avidya is destroyed. Then what logic will you use? I will use the logic of scripture, because first this Shastra has said like that. Shruti has said like that. And see, it is written, the Shruti text, see the footnote is there. Chandogya 6.14.2. There is one mantra come, tasya tavad eva chiram yavanna vimokshase ata sampatsyat. It means the jnani will continue to survive as long as prarabdha is there. As long as the prarabdha is there, the jnani will continue to survive. How do you say? I am telling purely from Shruti. But why you are saying, why you are taking the Shruti? Because these things are apaurushaya. Means you cannot prove it logically, the connection between fruit of action and karma. If somebody is ill, you cannot say because of this action he is ill. He has not done any such bad action, supposing. So you cannot connect it with your pratyaksh praman. You will connect it with some birth, which fruit, which karma, which phal is coming, that is mysterious. That is beyond human comprehension. Which was my karma that I got this parent? Which was the karma I got this wife or husband? Which was the karma I had got this disease? This is not in human mind. This is not known by pratyaksh praman. This can be only known by Ishwar. Only if I meet Ishwar, I ask him. No, you will not meet Ishwar, don't worry, you are not doing any sadhana, so you won't meet Ishwar. You can meet someone whose name is Ishwar, but you will not meet that Ishwar. Well, you are discouraging me. No, I am not discouraging you. You do sadhana, then you can meet Ishwar. If you are not doing, then you won't. But I do two mala. Two mala I should have not met. So, from one I have made two. Before 2017 I was one mala. Now I made two after 2017. Achha. So, Shruti Yukti Anubhutibhya. So, this is called Shruti. It's difficult to know which karma has which fruit is there. So, Prarabdha. Prarabdha is not in the hand of Jiva. You cannot say, I don't want to be born here. I don't want this father. I don't want this mother. I don't want this child. You have no choice in this area. I don't want this teacher. I want another teacher. I don't want this disciple. I don't want this money. I don't want this wife. I don't want this husband. It's not asked. It is just fruit of action. So this is the area of apaurushaya. It is non-comprehensible by the human intellect. The Shruti is Praman. I hope you are clear about it. So that means after the Gyan also Prarabdha is there. After Gyan also Prarabdha is there. Because when a person is born, how long itself that arrow has been shot of the whole body's tenure. That he will live for so long. He will live for so many years. With so much he'll be status. He will have so much of money. He will have so much of love from others. He will have so much of fame. So all these things are already jati, bhog, and ayu. These three things are by prarabdha as per Maharshi Patanjali. Jati means human, yes, species, human, animal, plant, what are you born? Number one. Number two, bhog, what enjoyments you are there. Physical and emotional and intellectual, all kind of enjoyment. Somebody gets excellent food, somebody doesn't get food. Somebody is getting not even a loaf of bread. Somebody is having spread. Spread they have. If you go to hotels, etc., they have big spread. You have to walk from this place to that place to collect all these things. People are greedy, they put everything. So, they can't eat ultimately. ये भोग है भाई. First fruit platter is there, then the main course is there, then the desserts are there. And the main course is so big you cannot know that. And here on the signal one person is eating one bread. कितना अलग है सब कुछ, disparity. One person is there in the house. That lady has to wash the dishes, she has to clean the house, she has to wash the clothes, she has to mop. Whole day she is working. Other is there, she is just sitting, all servants are there. You will not believe, I have gone to houses where 25, 30 servants are there. Not factory, house. In factory you can understand there are workers. So I said, are they workers in your factory? Bole, nahi, they are all my servants. 25 servants are there. And I am offering prasad to everybody. All are coming. I don't know what they do. One is, then they'll say, this is for washing the car and this chauffeur is there. He is the one, he is the gardener is there. There are 4 gardeners. Here one gardener comes after a lot of effort, once in 1 month, 2 months. Every time I see little grass has grown, my mind says, why this grass is there? Because you can hear the grass growing. So, then that hedge grows because it is raining. Very fast it grows. अब उनका है, and she is sitting like a queen. Hey, पानी लाओ, get the water, get the tea. Yes, साहब, yes. अभी सब भोगी है इतना उनके पास. स्वर्ग से आए हैं. I think they have come from स्वर्ग only here. दिख जाता है. Never washing the clothes, never washing the. Clear it. You will not lift their hand also. Clear it. And sometimes they don't say also. I mean, shaking the head is easier than moving the tongue, I think. But sometimes some are very dignified. I go, they say, you will not do it. You do it for everybody. Swamiji's, I will take care. I have cooked your food and I will serve you. For everybody, servants are there. Some are like that. Bhog hai. Some husband wife are so close. Some everyday fight is there. They are born to fight. Every day kich-kich. Every day. You don't know what stars are there, what nakshatra. They don't go separated all. They are still live and still fight. Some children parents also have fight. Children parent. Any time they are together, something will happen. Moment Sunday is there, you can understand something. Today will be a horrible day. As long as they separate, they are very happy. You must have seen. They are also happy, you are also happy. And some are very close as a family. So jati, ayu, bhog, this is prarabdha. How what karma has been done, you can have some inference that he has done. But exactly you cannot say that this karma, this is the fruit of this karma. You can have some kind of speculation. Well, I must have troubled somebody, therefore this is what I got. Kaushalya ji in Ramayana, when she misses Bhagwan Ramji went away. So then she says, I must have separated from calf from the cow. And more she says, little harsh, I don't want to. She says, I must have cut the udder of some cow and therefore this is I am going through this problem. A person speculates. But exactly which place, which time, what action, it is there, but it is not known. Because it is, Shruti is a Praman. Then the scriptures will say this is the prarabdha, this there. Prakarshan arabdha, which has started fructifying. Some fruits are just sitting there down. Some fruits are sitting there in the underneath. It is not coming out. Many fruits are settled. Therefore, do good action and get out of this. Otherwise, if they will come out, they will again create a problem. Oh my God, I want good fruit. No, only good you cannot get. And in this birth, I see itself, you have not done all the good actions. So, some fruit, new fruits you have taken for yourself. Acha, yes. So this is Shruti. Already it was there, you have added in your stock. Yukti. Yukti is there. Supporting logic is there. So at one place Shankaracharya says, Yukti he says, the knowledge doesn't destroy RC. Please don't understand. And the fruit is to RC. Knowledge does not destroy Jeev. It destroys the reality of the Jeev. Now that Jeev will be falsified, but for that Jeev, as much that the allocated course has been already designated, it has to go through that. I got my point. When the Jeev was getting the body, already these three things were fixed. In between, we understood that Jeev is false and it has no other. So, okay, he will not going to accrue new karma and new fruit, but what old has been there, he has to go through that. Shankaracharya Bhagavan says at one place, Prarabdha gave the body, and Prarabdha brought the teacher, and Prarabdha got the knowledge, and Prarabdha got us the ashram, and the Prarabdha gave you everything. So after knowledge happens, knowledge wants to glorify the Prarabdha, and therefore it says, for some day you be there, let me worship you. So people will see that Prarabdha and knowledge are not opposite. Prarabdha and knowledge of the self are not contradictory. Only thing he doesn't feel it is my Prarabdha. I hope you are understanding. Because he is different from RC, OC, SB, GB, gross body, subtle body. So he will never say it is my Prarabdha. He will say it is there. This is Yukti. And Anubhuti is that Jnanis are there. If the person was no more after ignorance has gone, then who will become Shankaracharya? Then how will anybody will be Jnani? Then how will any teacher will be there? Then all teacher will be not having any Jnana. Teacher have Jnana, therefore still they are living. I hope you are understanding this. So this is called Anubhuti. Shruti, Yukti, Anubhuti. Our three proofs are there after knowledge also. The Vikshep is continuing. Vikshep means not disturbance. Vikshep means four things. CB, SB, GB and RC. There is still there, but all are falsified. Falsified. Perception is not opposite to knowledge. You can perceive, you know that sun is falsely moving, still you can see the sun moving. Not that something you have falsified, it won't be seen. Something is falsified, it doesn't mean it will be not seen. Movie is false, it doesn't mean it won't be seen. You can still see it knowing it is false. Drama is false, still you can see or do. I hope you are clear. And this is called Shruti Yukti Anubhutibhya Vadatam Kinnu Dukshakam. Okay, I am understanding that. So many saints are there who are having that knowledge all the time. But still some people have cancer also. Akhandananji had cancer. Raman Maharshi had tumor of the throat. Paramhams Ramkrishna Paramhans had a very bad throat cancer. Vivekananda had terrible diabetes at the age of 40. Very bad diabetes. They had their prarabdha. Fruit of action came. But they were not a part of that. Swami Shivananda Maharaj also had disease at the end. What disease? Diabetes. Whole face changed towards the end. And he was so much yogic kind of personality he had. He was master in yogas, asana, pranayam, but disease came towards the end. And who can have better action with these great saints? Their actions are so good. And so many lakhs of people get uplifted because of their presence in the society, in the world. So ये है, ठीक है? So don't think that after knowledge prarabdha will not be there. This is the problem. This is the point. Of the 4 things, 3 will go, but this will continue. Gurudev used to see. He used to joke with us. He said, name any disease and I have it. Diabetes he had, blood pressure he had. Numbness came on his tongue, on his feet, that he had. His feet used to be numb. Oxygen problem he had. So we will say, that he is there. Jnani is there, but still he has so many disease. How come his disease is there? Uriya Baba was sitting and one person came with a sickle and hit his head. This is how they left the body. Very bad. Hitting the head 3 times. It was bleeding only. But he didn't say anything. तो ज्ञान के बाद भी इतना प्रारब्ध है. So don't think that nothing will happen because I have knowledge. At the body level, things will happen as it was. Only I have knowledge, so I should not have any diseases. No, this is nothing to do with that. Disease, it has to come, it will come. Some people are there in cancer, they get finished in 1-2 months. They pass away. Some continue for 12 years, 15 years, 20 years. They are dragging and dragging and dragging and dragging. कैंसर पता नहीं स्प्रेड ही नहीं हो रहा है, स्प्रेड होके कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है. He is still, because the time has prarabdha does not get over. He has to go through the course. Swami Gangeshwaranand ji is there, no? Who is no more now. So last time I went to Kanpur, he had cancer and all. I said, thank God you are saved. People pass away. You know what he said? I am not that lucky. Now he is no more. He said, so much I went through that it was better if the body had passed away. He said, वो लोग तो सौभाग्य था उनका. They had good luck. ऐसा भी हो सकता है. And without rhyme and reason it can happen. Cancer can happen without, even if you are not eating any betel nut or anything, still you can have that. Cirrhosis you can have, still you have never tasted a drop of alcohol, still a person can have cirrhosis. That also I have seen. Mysterious. Some people are drinking, still nothing happens, they are fine. You just don't know what will come to whom, at what time, until what time it will be there. Who will live with you for what time. After one day what will happen, that person disappears or he doesn't come to you. You understand that my prarabdha with that person is over now. Who was loving, he doesn't love you at all. He disappears from your life. You think that, our good old days were there, but he is not interested. You try to give some signal also of interest, but he is not interested. That signal goes on the earth, it is grounded. He is not responding. Who was giving every day fruit, flowers, now nothing is giving. Only he gives me negligence. And I miss those days, those talks, those lovely chats, those late night conversations. His praises showered on me. Nothing he says now. I don't know what has happened to him. Sometimes I think, not that I don't think. I don't talk, but I think. Let's see now the next verse. Astam dustarkikai sakam विवादः प्रकृतं ब्रुवे स्वाहमो सिद्धमेकत्वम् कूटस्थ परिणामिनोः. He says, he means Vedanta Swamiji says, Dustarkikai sakam a vivada astam. Let them continue what they are saying. I am not going to enter into arguments with them. I mean, they are thinking something they are logically thinking without bringing the scriptures. Some things are trans-logic, not illogical. Your human intellect cannot know it and you are trying to conclude like that. Dustarkikahi sakam vivadah astam. Let it be there. There are unreasonable points, let it be continuum. So, Prakritam Bruve, let us come to the topic. What topic we were having? Let us come. What topic we were having? Swa ahamoho siddham ekatvam. Swa ahamoho. That means swacha ahamcha swa ahamahu tayoho swa aham. There has been oneness which has undertaken a place by ignorance between Kutas and Jeev. Swa ahamoho siddham ekatvam kutastha parinamanoho. This is our problem here. And because it is because of ignorance, therefore it has gone for knowledge. So don't think anything else. Let us now understand. And we cannot say all are right. How can all be right? Next shlok. Brahmyanti panditam manyaha sarve laukikatairthikaha anadritya shrutim maurkhya kevalam yuktimashritaha. Panditam manyamana, they think they are great scholars. Laukik tirthaha sarve. Laukik means layman. And tairthikaha means tirth is a system of philosophy. Brahmyanti, let them get deluded. Let them get deluded. Because they are using their mind where their mind does not work. So if you go out and meet the religious people in the you will hear such funny things. Without head and tail they are talking something. And you wonder, and everybody may have a lot of followers also. They may have followers in the number of hundreds, thousands. Well, and you ask anything, it will so illogically, neither it will match by scriptures. So if you have not gone through a systematic, continuous training from a teacher, from a capable acharya, systematic, regular, stable, chronological study of scripture for a long time from a capable acharya, in a proper method as designed by the Shastra, you will always be, talking something which is illogical, systematic, chronological, stable, regular study from a capable acharya for a long time. If this has not gone, we will always be very loose in our thinking. And you wonder what this person is talking. You wonder where he heard this thing. Nobody can put his own doctrines and say, this is what I think. It has no value. Where the Shastra is coming here. Because these vishaya are not from speculation and for pratyaksh praman. I hope. So what they are, second line, anadritya shruti morkhyat. Morkhyat means murkhata se. Anadritya. Anadritya means they are disregarding or neglecting the Shrutim, Kevalam Yuktim Ashrita, they are only using their logic. How can they be right? Because this is not the subject of logic. This is not what can be subject of logic. Acha? Haan. They will be concluding in a wrong manner. And these people, what they will do? From anything they will pluck something from Bhagavad Gita. One point which suits their philosophy. And they will start talking about that. And therefore to know whole, unless you know whole Bhagavad Gita, you can't know a part of Bhagavad Gita. And therefore teacher is required. Because teacher is required, he knows the whole and he knows the part. To know the part, you should know the whole. And to know the whole, you should know each part. So teacher is telling about the part, knowing the whole. But I just take one part and I forget what is the whole thing. This is Swamiji Bhagavan has said we should leave all dharma. Where? Sarvadharman parityaj. But next line, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, he left it. You know, somebody says, Bhagavan says in Gita, I don't accept any puja, any prasad. Achha? Where it said? It is said in 5th chapter, Swamiji. Oh. Na datte kasyachit papam na chaiva sukritam vibhu. I don't take anything from anybody. A punya papa I don't take. But he also has said patram pushpam phalam toyam. Which reference was he saying? What was the context? You have not read properly. You purchased some book from here and there and you started reading like a magazine like this randomly. Or somebody told you something. One, ऐसे थोड़ी ना होता. It's a subtle topic. Therefore, Maurkhyat foolishness is there. Purva para paramarsha vikalas tatra kechana vakya bhasan swaswapakshe yojayantyapyalajjaya purva apar paramarsha vikalaha. Without knowing what was said in the beginning, what is said in the end. Purva and apar, they don't take the previous portion and latter portion. Vikalaha, without doing that. Kechana, vakya bhasan swaswapakshe. And swaswapakshe, they pick it from their own thing, they pick it up. I'm not taking any temple's name. But I can tell that if you talk to them, they will pick up something. Now that we read Bhagavad Gita day and night, so we can immediately say this person has neglected that aspect. I was in one place, one person of Vishishtadvait came. He said, Jeev is a part of Ishwar. And he said, Mamai Vamsho Jeev Loki Jeev Loka Sanatana. Whole Jeev Lok is my part. 15th chapter is good. Therefore, Ishwar is different, Jeev is totally different. I said, what about that shlok? Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavrit bhut. I alone am pervading. How will you say that? No answer. तो कोई ऐसे बोल देता है. And if you have not studied, you will say, हाँ ठीक है, सब अच्छा ही है. All are fine only. And therefore, lot of emphasis is there. Please understand properly. This is where Chinmaya mission stands apart. No other mission, at least here in South Africa, has daily classes. They don't go to the scripture. They will have one weekly satsang, and that too lot of bhajan kirtan will be there, and hardly any proper concrete talk will be there. So the ignorant person is ignorant. Bhajan should go to some knowledge also. एक वीक से क्या होता है? Here our text is not completed. Every day we are here. Yojayanti api alajjaya. Shamelessly. Oh my God. Dekho, alajjaya. Shamelessly they try to put that point. Now he is coming to what the Charvak says. So 60th slok. Now he will take certain schools of philosophies and say what is right, what is wrong. We will see tomorrow. She also has to go for dance, and I also have to go somewhere else. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.